Good morning. So I'm going to talk about my favorite Oracle decks that I bought this year. I managed to whittle it down, so I haven't picked 5 because it's just ridiculous. I can't do that. The Sacred Self-Care Oracle. I use this deck a lot with my customers, and I think everyone should have this deck because it's just beautiful. Last year, I think we did need to have a lot of self-care. Bit of pleasure, self-pleasure, aromatherapy. And this deck is bright, beautiful. It's got all the good things in there. It's just fun. So I pulled that one a lot last year. Abundance planning. So if you haven't got this deck, I'd highly recommend that you pop it in your collection because it's just great. It's so funny because I send cards out with people who buy decks, and lately I have been like, a lady bought a journal and a deck of cards last week, and I pulled her the freaking journal card just before Christmas. A lady bought a whole lot of crystals, and I pulled the crystal card for her, and I'm just like, these cards are just so cool. So if you haven't got the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Ply, I really highly recommend it. It's definitely up there for me. If I spoil that deck, I would be getting it straight away. Another one that I use a lot, Making Magic, Priestess Moon. I just love all of her stuff. I used all of her decks this year a lot. Like, these ones have got little sigils on them, and they're really cool to use with other cards or put on your altar. I use these a lot, and I sold a lot of them too. Now, last week, the big ones came in. Oh, I'm so excited. Obviously it was Christmas and New Year, so I haven't really had much time to work with them. But look how cool these are. I am so going to have fun with these this year. Look at that. So many of my friends are doing sigils at the moment. I've got a really cool sigil book that just goes out the door. Look at that. Oh, okay, so I love Priestess Moon's work. Megan, you rock the party. Keep up the good work. So I'm going to show you unicorn cards. These little sassy little deck. When I first got them, I was like, what are these? But then I started using them, and I was like, oh, these little sassy little unicorns. They are so cool. I have, like, all my friends have this deck. They're like, oh yes, I have to have this one. One of them is connected even more than anyone else. Like, she just has the best time with it. It tells her exactly what she needs to hear. There's so many little things in there that, that everyone, she just loves. Oh, and the book. She's so clever. So anyway, the Sessy Enchanted Unicorn Oracle, totally up there. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Another one that I'd buy straight away if my house burnt down or whatever. The Kali Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Any decks of hers, man, you can just spend hours with. So this one came in just before Christmas. Oh, look at it. Look how big that is. I love that she just writes and writes and writes and writes, and you can just like learn so much. And anyway, I don't normally like this Jimmy Manton's work. Like, I find it a bit masculine, but for this deck, it's friggin' perfect. Like this artwork, it is just, look at that. I mean, like, there's not one card in here that I go, oh my God, like, I just love it. Look how fair she is. Yeah. Evie's asleep on the window seat this morning. So, my fierce cat. Oh, hang on, she's waking up, she's doing the kill. Look at that. So, I just pull one card because, you know, I think if I pulled more than one card, it would just be too much. So, I think that's on the front of the journal. Look at that. Oh, anyway, I'm going to go through the whole deck because I just think all of these images are amazing. So, yeah, if you like Carly, I think lots of people should get into Carly a bit more and not be scared of her because she's the freaking bomb. Okay, what else have we got? This one. Okay. Transcendent Journeys Oracle. This, I've got a couple of the other decks, and the artwork reminds me of some of my friends' art. But these cards, oh, I don't know. I'm really surprised that more of these didn't sell because the way the book's written, the cards, like, they're just beautiful. That was such a perfect deck for last year. So, if you haven't seen these, I'd go and check them out because they're really beautiful. They've got that softness to them and beautiful light. Anyway, Transcendent Journeys, definitely in my top 5, well, in my top decks that I bought last year. I bought myself something really funny. Bob Ross cards. I love Bob Ross. Pretty little cards. Right. Happy Trees. These are just a playing deck, and they've got all his quotes on them, and they're just delightful. Like, I was using them in my little woo-woo group the week before Christmas, and they just went so cool with all the other cards. I was using the Sacred Creators and my friend Justine's Mama Jungs. Oh, anyway, so they're just cute little cards that I bought that I wanted to mention because if anyone loves Bob Ross, you should definitely have a deck of these. They're cool. Okay, my friend Justine from Hand Me That Pencil, she made these Mama Jungs archetypes deck. I have written on the bottom of them, sorry Justine, of what they are because, or some of them I managed to sort of slip in there a little bit. But I use this deck a lot. Look at that, the Seeker. I used this deck a lot last year. I had a little cauldron that came without a lid. There's Justine and her dog Bella. So this deck just sat in that little cauldron on my desk all year, and I'd just pull a card and go, right, what archetype am I taking on today? And I just love it. I love her artwork. I've got all of her decks except for one, but it's coming. And I just have fun. This is, well, I love all of her decks, but this one I've worked with the most. So it's, and she's amazing. If you haven't heard of Justine, Hand Me That Pencil. Go check her out. She's very cool. Anyway, and I'm lucky that she lives here. And I get to hang out with her and have formed a beautiful friendship. Right. The Lantern Oracle. Oh. I haven't spent much time with these ones, but I really love the artwork. It's another one with the colors just like, oh. look at that. Look at that one. That one was the one that sort of like went, oh. And that's another nice big fat book as well, so you get to really dig deep into what they were thinking. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck. It's very similar to the Transcendent Journeys one. It would be quite nice actually to put them together and use them together. I think they'd work well together. Anyway, so that's the Lantern Oracle. Oh, how lucky are we to have such beautiful oracle cards. Like when I first started out, I was thinking about today, there used to be a little stand in a bookshop and all it had really was the Hay House cards on it. And it's like, we've just like, amazing. We've just gone from strength to strength in this area. The next one is Mystic Sisters. So these are all goddess ones, and my friend Reby came around night before last, and we were playing with these ones. She put that one, and I love goddess decks. I have, like, if I see one that I haven't got, I get it. But this one's cool because it's just got some really different, it's got some really different people in there. So these are definitely up there for me this year that I bought. Can you tell how excited I am? Oh, I'm such a dick, but that's all right. I'm just me. Okay. I really love Angelo Heartfield. I love her work. I spent heaps of time with her Lord Ganesh deck, and my friend Teresa, she uses these, and I was like, man, why have I not ever seen these ones before? They just totally left my radar. But I got them, and I was like, whoa, if I got this deck for my first deck, I probably wouldn't have needed to buy all those other decks. It's very full. It's got beautiful, I love her writing, beautiful. And what's this artist's name? Josephine Wall. I've got one of her. I did one of her puzzles over COVID, and it was very cool. Just, and the heart, I've got the love one as well, but I like the nature one the most. And I know she's got oceans and healing and all sorts of other ones that I'll probably buy in the year, this year. But definitely a deck that surprised me this year that I bought, and I was like, woo! Lots of people like this one. And the backs, oh my god, butterflies. That's this year, eh? Okay. Ooh, I really like these. I know I've Believe in Your Own Magic. Oh, like, I'm a bit of a sucker for self-care and looking after yourself. They sort of remind me of the what is it? The witchy Everyday Witch Oracle. But this lady, she's awesome. Oh my goodness. I mean, like Amanda Lovelace. If you haven't heard of her, go check her out. She's an amazing author. Oh, my birds are going, hey. We want to get in on there. Look at that. Right, so that's another one that is definitely up there for me this year that I bought. Oh, I've got one in that Amir's Love Oracle. Oh. Passion. I can't wait, because I do quite a lot of love readings for people, and I can't wait. I haven't used this deck with anyone yet because it just came in and gossip, and I haven't been able to use it, but I'm really looking forward to who will be the first one that gets this deck. It's just fun. I love straight to the point decks when I'm reading for people. I'm an Aries, so give it to me straight. No mucking around. Okay, so that's another one that I got, and the last one that I can't, no, actually I'm going to leave that because I'm going to put that in another one. So they're my top Oracle decks that I bought this year, and I'm super happy. I'm super happy that I got them, and I love to hear what your ones were. So in the comments, write down what cards you love this year, and see you tomorrow. Bye.